Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the second part of the resolution of forces, in which we are considering the resolution of several concurrent forces in engineering mechanics. Resolution of several concurrent force. Several concurrent forces. So, like we are having the coordinate like this. Here we on that point we are having the several forces like F1, like F2, like third forces like this F3. This is positive X, this is positive Y. The three force acting on that point, like origin of that coordinate. So three concurrent forcing on that point. Three concurrent forces acting in a point. So we are splitting the component of the force F1. It will split in that way. F1 X component of F1 force F1 Y, this force F2Y. So other component will be in this direction. F2X component of force F3 along the X direction is F3X, along the Y direction that will be the F3Y. So we can write in the vector form like F1 is equal to vector F1 is equal to F1X with unit vector plus F1Y with unit vector J. Like force F2 is equal to F2X I plus F2Y J, but direction of F2X is minus X, so minus sign will arrive over here. So force F3 is equal to, this is one component is going towards the positive X, this is positive F3X I, and it is going minus Y direction, so it is minus F3Y like this. So there are the three forces F1, F2 and F3. These are the component of these forces. If we want to calculate the resultant force of these force, then we can write like Fr is equal to vector Fr is equal to F1 force F1 plus force F2 plus force F3 on vector form. So here we can write like F1xi plus F1yj plus minus F2xi plus F2yj plus f3x I minus f3 y j. So we will open all the brackets, and that will become the f1x minus f2x and f3x. All the x component we separate together and take the unit vector common from this, and we also separate the y component f1 y plus f2y minus f3y, and j component is, so f of vector fr is equal to this. So we are assuming that f1x minus f2x plus f3x is equal to frx, mean resultant force in x direction, like f1y plus f2y minus f3y is equal to fry. So that will become the, then we can write over here like frx I and fry j, like this. If we need to calculate the result magnitude of that resultant force, then fr, this is equal to coefficient of unit vector in x direction and y direction. In these coefficients we square this and add together and take the square root of this, like frx is square plus fry square of this, add together and take the square root, then we will get the magnitude of that force, resultant force. And if we need to calculate the angle, tan theta is equal to this fry divided by frx, then we will get the angle theta from this. Let's move towards the numerical. Like we are having the one problem like this. This is a wall where the one bracket is mounted over here, like this. We are putting the three forces which is given over here, like this, this, and other forces like this. This is force F1 is equal to 600 Newton, F2 500 Newton, F3 800 Newton. See, the angle is given of force F1 is 35 degree. Angle of this force is given in terms of the length and this is the fourth and distance in the x direction, y direction, like this. And this dimension is given, this is 0.2 meter. This is 0.4 meter. Zero 0.3 meter. This is 1 meter, 0.1 meter. So for calculating the angle for this force, that height become the 0.4 meter, and that gap, this is the 0.4, this is 0.2, so that difference will become the, should I write with the help of pen? If we are that is 0.02 meter, and that will be the 0.4 meter. So for this triangle, it is the height and it is the base, then we will get the angle of this. Okay, so here what we have to calculate, determine the x and y scalar components of f1, f2 and f3 acting at point A of the bracket. Okay, so first of all we have to split all the forces into the components. Like for force 1, this force we are going to split over here. If we are considering the point 1 point coordinate like this, and here we are splitting the force f1 cos 35, and vertical component like f1 sin 35. Value of f1 is 600. Okay, and this let this angle is theta 2. Then this is angle which is given from the horizontal, f2 cos theta 2. This is f2 sin theta 2. For this, let we are assuming this is theta 3. So along the x-axis we will get the f3 and cos theta 3, and this is f3 sin theta 3. Okay, these are the components of this force. And for value of theta 2 and theta 3 we have to calculate from here. So first of all we need to take the value of f1 cos theta 1. We can also write like this is fx1 and f like this f1x, force of, like we should write like f1x means force 1, x component of force 1. This is the y component of force 1. If we are writing the f2 y, this is f2x. Here we are writing the f3x. This is f3y. Like if we are calculating over here the value, fx1 is equal to f1 cos 35. Value of f1 is 600 and cos 35 so that will become the 491 Newton. If we are calculating the f, this is f1x, sorry, and it is f1y. This is equal to f1 sin 45 that will be the 600 into sine 45, sine 40, sine 35. So that angle we will put by the help of the, that value we will put with the help of the calculator. So 600 into this, that will become the 344 Newton. And for this, actually here is given the perpendicular and base. If we need to put the value of the cos angle and sine angle, then we need the hypotenuse of this triangle. So this is the triangle like this, 4 and 3. This is right angle, that's, and that will then we can calculate the diagonal of this, that will be the 5. Square of this plus square of this to take the we add together and take this root square value of this, and square root value of this, then that will be the 5. So f2x is equal to f2 cos theta 2. So value of f2 is 500. What is the value of cos theta 2? This is the theta 2. So cos theta 2 is equal to, cos is base upon hypotenuse. This is 4 upon 5. That will be the 4 upon 5. See, direction minus x direction, so that will be the negative minus. So answer will be the minus 400 Newton. So F2 y will be, this is the positive y direction, is F2 sine theta 2. This is 500 into value of the sine theta 2. Sine theta 2 is equal to, okay, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So 3 by 5, 3 by 5. So that will be the 300 Newton. And we have to calculate the value of this. So see, here we know about the perpendicular and base. So for that we have to calculate the angle of theta 3. So like tan theta 3 is equal to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is 0.4 meter, base is 0.2 meter. So theta 3 we will get with the help of calculator is 26.6 degree. So we can put over here like f3x is equal to f3 cos theta 3. Value of f3 is 800 cos theta 3 cos 26.6 degree. Just not. No, that angle will be let me check from the calculator. That will be 0.4 and 63 point, sorry, that theta 3 will be the 63.4. If we are 63.4, then that will be the 358 Newton. and f3y is equal to f3 cos theta 3. It is going the downward direction, minus y, so it will be the negative sign. It will have the negative sign. Then 800 into that was the cos and that was the sine. So sine 63.4 degree. So that answer will be minus 716 Newton. These are the component of forces F1, F2 and F3. Like this we can solve. So here this is a really very good problem, because here one direct angle is given, so we know that how to use that angle and calculate the component for this. If we would have anywhere like height and distance, means base of any triangle and perpendicular distance of any triangle, then we can calculate the value of hypotenuse and put the value by means of base, hypotenuse and perpendicular of that triangle. Like this we calculate the angle and put the value over here and solve the value. Some cases we are not having this and we are not having this, we are having some relative dimensions, like the point is given like this point and the dimension is coming like of that point from the base wall is 0.4 meter and the bracket distance is 0.2 meter. Then we got the 0.2 meter of that distance from the hinge point, sorry, from the forced point on which force is acting. And we also got the vertical distances. The bracket height is 0.2 meter and the bracket to the reference point is 0.3 meter. Then we got the value is 0.4 meter. So for calculating this angle, we got the value of this perpendicular and this base. Using the value of this, we calculated the angle theta 3 and we use over here and solve and find out the value of f3x and f3y. So in this next lecture we are going to study the free body diagrams. Okay, so we are closing the video over here. Okay, thank you very much.